We have with us today Steve Michaels. Steve is an entrepreneur, pilot, business broker, alpaca rancher, Hobbit House designer, and the author of his new book, How to Die with a Smile on Your Face. Let's begin with focusing on the book. Steve, why did you write How to Die with a Smile on Your Face?
I basically wrote the book for myself. I wanted to learn how to die with a smile on my face, and through all the research I found that in order to die with a smile on your face, you first need to learn how to live with a smile on your face. So overall, I just wanted to be happy. So through the research, the writing, all the experiences, the book is 278 pages, packed full of material. 80% of it is about living and life, and 20% is about preparing for death. It basically is a framework using the laws of life as a backdrop to learn about all that there is and to be happy.
Okay, and I understand you have recorded a CD entitled The Top 10 Secrets for How to Die with a Smile on Your Face. Tell me about that.
The CD is 2 hours and 2 discs, and it's the top 10 secrets of how to die with a smile on your face. What I basically did was I went into a meditation and I asked myself, what are the 10 things that I felt were most important if I was laying on my deathbed? And this is what I came up with. And then I took those secrets and I put them into a story form for examples. Because I knew as a child, if the teacher could give me an example of something, I would have learned a lot better. And I think this is like an introduction to my material. It comes in story forms. It's easy to listen to, so you can listen to it on the way to work. And it's a basic introduction to metaphysics, the study of thought, and to my material.
Okay, now what was your inspiration for writing the life assessment program?
The inspiration came on a Friday afternoon. My wife had left me. Actually, she left for California to visit her parents. And my secretary had left the office. I decided to open the mail. And I looked at this photograph with an X on it and remembered that a few months earlier I had sent off a photograph to John of God along with a few friends of mine. And what this indicates is that there's something that needs to be changed in your life. There's a why coming in your life and you need to make a choice. So at that time I felt like I'd been told that I had cancer or I had some debilitating disease, and decided then that I was going to change. So I brought the cold Corona down to a friend of mine's house and delivered it at his mailbox, and took the pot and flushed it down the toilet and made a long, slow trudge up to my dog's grave and wept. And I think it was this cleansing that after I'd wept enough and came back down the hill, I sat at my desk and said, what do I do now? And I decided to write my obituary. I wrote the obituary, and then at the end I said it was alcohol related. My death was alcohol related. And then after a few minutes I thought, I don't want to die alcohol related. I came to this life to do something, to accomplish things, to write books and to do seminars and to help people, and that's what I want to do. So I rewrote my obituary. That kind of was the impetus to get the things going. I then went down to Brazil and went through a life-changing experience with John of God, with the psychic surgeries and everything else. And then when I returned, I started to do more work on the seminar. I actually took a whole weekend off and went and wrote and wrote and wrote. And I came up with, a whole series of exercises. One is like the rocking chair test. You're 99 years old and you're sitting on your front porch and you're rocking back and forth and you say to yourself, what is it in life that I haven't done? And you go back and you look and you make the changes. Another important question that I have in the seminar is, you have 3 months to live. What do? You forgive people, you give away your stuff, you write letters to your loved ones, you get your affairs in order. You do all this stuff to prepare so that at the end of the seminar I come in and tap you on the shoulder and say, okay, Steve, you're not going to die in 90 days or 30 days. You're going to live another 20 or 30 years. So that whole process it's almost like a ropes course or a course for going through the worst that anybody could go through. And then you're set free and you can walk out and say, wow, let's really live life. I've always wanted to go to Europe. Let's go. I've always wanted to write the great American novel. Let's do it.
Okay. And finally, what's the benefit of having all three?
Well, the CD is easy to listen to. It comes in story fashions, and it's the introduction to the material, to metaphysics and the study and the laws of life. The book is really the meat of the whole program. That's where I took 5 years to write the book. And the life assessment course allows you to pre-program or to evaluate your life up until the present time. It's a life assessment course. Where have I been? Where am I going? And where do I want to go? Basically, my program is a wake-up call to remind you that you'll not live forever. And to have fun. Whether it's a crazy hobbit house, alpacas, or flying with your best friend.
Well, if you would like more information about Steve Michaels and his book, CD, Life Assessment Trilogy, log on to www.howtodiewithasmileonyourface.com.